Stoicism, it's only for masculine men, right? Actually, no. This widespread misunderstanding greatly underestimates the broad relevance and practical wisdom Stoicism offers. Today, we're going to uncover how this ancient philosophy isn't exclusive to men. In fact, it provides powerful, life-changing tools for women as well. At its core, Stoicism teaches timeless principles, resilience, emotional clarity, and personal strength. These are not gendered values, they are human ones. Join us as we explore 7 compelling reasons why Stoicism is a transformative philosophy for women, equipping them with essential tools for self-mastery and inner peace. Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate it if you'd like this video. It really helps us spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and ring the bell so you won't miss out on any of our future lessons. Lesson 1. Navigating societal expectations. Navigating societal expectations, especially for women, can often feel like trying to maintain balance on a tightrope. Women frequently face an array of rigid roles and cultural standards. Stoicism, rooted in distinguishing between what we can and cannot control, provides a deeply empowering framework for managing these pressures. Take the story of Sarah, a young entrepreneur. She lives in a community where most women choose more conventional life paths, steady jobs, early marriage, or traditional roles. She's often asked, "When are you settling down?" Or, "Chichi, why not find a normal job?" Instead of giving in to those expectations, Stoic philosophy becomes her anchor. Epictetus' timeless reminder, "And you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength," becomes her mantra. With that wisdom in hand, Sarah learns to separate external expectations from her internal vision. She knows she can't control what others think or say, but she has complete control over how she responds. And that realization, it's liberating. She no longer sees these societal voices as walls blocking her path, but rather as background noise she can choose not to hear. Instead of resisting for resistance' sake, she redirects her energy toward her goals, passions, and purpose. Her journey becomes less about defying tradition and more about living in alignment with her values. And here's the beauty of it. Stoicism doesn't make her resentful or combative. Instead, it encourages compassion and patience. She realizes that most societal norms come from culture, not cruelty, and she chooses to respond with understanding. Over time, Sarah masters the art of internal validation, measuring success on her terms, not the world's. This doesn't just help her deal with pressure, it gives her peace and confidence. So, what's the real lesson? Stoicism empowers women to reclaim control over their narrative. It teaches that while we can't always change the expectations of society, we can always choose how we respond, with strength, self-respect, and clarity. Lesson 2. Balancing emotional labor. Emotional labor, especially in the home and workplace, is a burden that disproportionately falls on women. Whether it's managing the feelings of others, absorbing stress, or staying emotionally composed in pressure-filled environments, this can be quietly exhausting. But Stoicism offers clarity and relief. Imagine a woman juggling both a demanding job and complex family dynamics, expected to be everything to everyone. The calm voice at work, the emotional rock at home. That kind of emotional multitasking wears down even the strongest person. Yet here's where Stoicism shines. Instead of trying to control the emotional chaos around her, she learns to master her internal responses. Seneca once said, "When the greatest remedy for anger is delay." She begins to pause before reacting, reflect before responding. Whether in the middle of a tense conversation or an emotional confrontation, this simple Stoic habit brings balance. That pause, that split second of space, changes everything. It gives her the freedom to choose peace over reactivity. She no longer sees emotional labor as something that defines her. Instead, she approaches it with deliberate calm, and over time, she builds emotional strength, not by suppressing her feelings, but by understanding and regulating them. In this way, Stoicism doesn't numb emotion. It honors it, while offering a more empowered way to manage it. She grows more skillful in recognizing when her emotional involvement is truly necessary, and when it's wiser to step back. This isn't about emotional detachment, far from it. It's about being intentional and selective with where and how she invests her emotional energy. Stoicism also emphasizes self-care and the setting of personal boundaries, a concept especially important for women who often place others' needs before their own. She comes to understand that nurturing her own emotional well-being isn't selfish, it's essential. Moments of solitude, physical activity, creative hobbies, or silent reflection become non-negotiable practices that recharge her inner world. This kind of self-care, it's not a luxury, It's a lifeline. Professionally, Stoic principles help her develop a deep sense of emotional stability in the face of stress. Instead of reacting impulsively to pressure or difficult colleagues, she learns to respond with calm and clarity. By doing so, she conserves emotional energy and contributes to more constructive and harmonious interactions at work. Through Stoicism, she adopts a sustainable approach to managing emotional labor, learning to treat her emotions with both care and precision. It becomes a philosophy of emotional economy, spending emotional energy wisely and purposefully. Newfound strategy allows her to balance her many roles with greater ease and find fulfillment in the process. In this way, Stoicism evolves from an ancient philosophy into a modern-day toolkit, a life-enhancing guide for women managing the complex demands of emotional labor. Lesson 3. Overcoming gender bias. Gender bias is a persistent challenge for many women, one that appears in various forms, from subtle dismissals to overt inequality, across both personal and professional spaces. Yet Stoicism offers a powerful, inner-focused approach to navigating this reality. Rather than looking outward for validation in a biased world, Stoicism teaches women to look inward for strength. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius captures this perfectly. If very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This mindset encourages women to anchor their self-worth in their own values and clarity, not in opinions shaped by prejudice. Take the example of a woman in a leadership position who frequently faces doubts about her competence, not because of her work, but because of her gender. Rather than internalizing these judgments, Stoicism empowers her to rise above them. She chooses not to let external skepticism define her worth. Instead, she roots her confidence in her character, capabilities, and decisions. She knows that she cannot control others' biases, but she can absolutely control her response to them. And that response, grounded in reason and resilience, speaks louder than any argument. Stoicism doesn't necessarily call for confrontation. It promotes quiet, resolute excellence. It enables women to respond rather than react, to lead through example, and to let the strength of their actions challenge outdated assumptions. It also encourages rational thinking and objectivity, tools that are crucial when confronting the emotional weight of bias. By using reason, a woman can not only understand the roots of the bias she faces, but also respond with clarity and courage rather than emotional exhaustion. This Stoic approach helps create space for growth, not just for the individual, but also for the environment around her. Whether in the workplace or in her community, she begins to shift the narrative, not by force but by embodying the virtues Stoicism celebrates: courage, integrity, and wisdom. Most importantly, Stoicism teaches that even in the face of injustice, there is power in adversity. Every biased remark or unfair judgment becomes an opportunity, a test of character, and a chance to deepen resilience. Bias is no longer seen as a barrier, but as a forge in which strength is built. Through Stoicism, women learn that true empowerment comes not from changing the external world immediately, but from cultivating inner fortitude and clarity. With this mindset, bias loses its grip, and personal agency is reclaimed. In the end, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical compass, one that helps women conquer bias, claim their power, and stand firm in who they are. Lesson number 4. Embracing authentic leadership. Embracing leadership as your true self, especially as a woman, often means navigating through a maze of rigid expectations and societal stereotypes. But Stoicism, grounded in virtue, integrity, and self-awareness, offers a reliable compass for this journey. It helps women step into leadership with confidence, not by conforming, but by leading from within. Take Epictetus' timeless advice, and first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This Stoic wisdom emphasizes the power of self-definition in leadership. For women, it's a reminder to identify their deepest values, recognize their unique strengths, and lead from that place of alignment. Rather than mimicking traditional leadership models, often shaped by dominance or aggression, Stoicism encourages a leadership style that is authentic and grounded. Whether that means leading with empathy, championing collaboration, or nurturing innovation, it's about owning one's natural strengths and using them to inspire. Picture a woman leading a project team, feeling pressured to improve herself by adopting a more assertive or forceful style. Stoicism gently guides her in another direction, toward authentic leadership. Instead of wearing a mask, she chooses to lead through empathy, to build a team culture rooted in trust and respect, and to approach conflict with strategy and calm. That kind of leadership not only strengthens her effectiveness, it earns genuine loyalty and respect from her team. Stoic philosophy is also invaluable when facing criticism or pressure, moments in which many women encounter intensified scrutiny. Rather than reacting emotionally or shrinking under critique, Stoicism teaches a measured, thoughtful response. Criticism is examined rationally. What's useful is kept, what's unfounded is dismissed, and one's purpose remains intact. This shift, seeing leadership not as control but as stewardship, is deeply aligned with Stoic ideals. It moves the focus from status and authority to responsibility, growth, and service, qualities that resonate with many women's natural instincts to uplift and unify. Through the lens of Stoicism, leadership becomes more than a role. It becomes a reflection of personal virtue and clarity. It's not about leading like someone else, but leading as your truest self. For women, this philosophy is more than theoretical. It's a practical guide for navigating leadership with grace, resilience, and authenticity. Lesson number 5. Asserting personal boundaries. For many women, asserting personal boundaries is a delicate dance, balancing personal space with the expectations of family, work, and society. Yet Stoicism, with its unwavering focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, provides a strong foundation for creating clear, empowered boundaries. At the heart of Stoic teaching is this principle: we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. Epictetus. This insight becomes powerful for a woman constantly navigating others' demands. It reminds her that while she can't control people's requests or opinions, she can absolutely control how she chooses to respond. Imagine a woman in a high-demand work environment where boundaries are regularly tested through late-night emails, invasive questions, or unrealistic expectations. Through Stoicism, she learns that saying no isn't rebellion, it's self-respect. She understands that protecting her time, energy, and emotional well-being is not just a right, it's a responsibility to herself. When she declines tasks that stretch her thin, she does so from a place of strength, not guilt. But Stoic boundary setting isn't only about creating space, it's about a shift in mindset. Instead of seeking constant approval, Stoicism teaches her to trust her inner compass, to make decisions based on what's right for her, even if they don't please everyone. This is especially important in a world where women are often raised to prioritize the needs of others before their own. Stoicism counters this by encouraging autonomy and self-worth rooted in values, not validation. Self-awareness also plays a key role. Through introspection, a woman begins to recognize what drains her and what strengthens her. She gains clarity about her priorities and learns to communicate them clearly and respectfully, building stronger relationships through mutual understanding. And when her boundaries are tested, because they inevitably will be, Stoicism offers resilience. It reminds her that temporary discomfort is sometimes the price for long-term peace of mind. By standing firm in her values, she doesn't just protect her energy, she sets a powerful example for others to do the same. In this way, Stoicism becomes a life practice, enabling women to uphold their emotional health, protect their time, and live in alignment with their deepest priorities. Lesson number 6. Embracing amor fati in adversity. Embracing amor fati, the love of fate in the face of adversity, is one of the most powerful Stoic teachings, and it holds particular significance for women navigating unique personal and societal challenges. At the heart of amor fati is the idea that we don't just accept what life brings, we embrace it fully. We look at every obstacle, every hardship, not just as something to endure, but as something to welcome, as an integral and enriching part of our journey. This practice is especially meaningful for women who often contend with entrenched societal norms, gender expectations, or personal hurdles. Rather than seeing these as unfair burdens, Stoicism teaches us to reframe them, to view them as essential, meaningful elements in our path. Every difficulty becomes a teacher, every struggle a lesson waiting to unfold. Take, for example, a woman navigating societal pressure to fit into predefined roles. Through amor fati, she learns to see this pressure not as an obstruction, but as a powerful prompt for inner strength and clarity. She no longer asks, "Why me?" but instead reflects, "What is this moment here to teach me?" This perspective transforms hardship from something to survive into something to grow from. The Stoic mindset reveals that adversity builds resilience, sharpens wisdom, and reveals character, qualities that ease and comfort often leave untouched. Amor fati also reflects the Stoic belief in the deep interconnectedness of life. Every event, even the difficult ones, plays a role in shaping the whole. For women, embracing this principle creates a sense of harmony. It's no longer about resisting life's flow, but flowing with it, eyes open, heart strong. But let's be clear, amor fati isn't about passively accepting injustice or misfortune. An active choice, It's about choosing to engage with life fully in both its joys and its trials. It invites women to find purpose, strength, and even joy in every experience. When women adopt this Stoic principle, they unlock a renewed sense of resilience and meaning. They learn to turn setbacks into stepping stones and hardships into growth. Amor fati becomes not just a mindset, but a powerful way to live life with courage, dignity, and an unshakable sense of purpose. Lesson number 7. Practicing Stoic reflection and self-awareness. Practicing Stoic reflection and cultivating self-awareness is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, and for women, it's a transformative practice that helps align daily life with inner truth. At its core, Stoicism encourages reflective introspection, a daily habit of looking inward to examine your thoughts, behaviors, and motivations. For women juggling multiple roles and societal expectations, this practice becomes a powerful tool for discovering what truly matters. It's through this consistent reflection that a woman begins to understand what brings her genuine fulfillment, beyond what the world tells her she should want. By tuning in, she uncovers her true values, desires, and aspirations, free from external noise. The Stoics believed that to live wisely, one must know oneself. For women, this means gaining a deep understanding of both strengths and limitations, of what truly fuels their spirit and what depletes it. This level of awareness leads to more intentional choices and a life lived with authenticity rather than obligation. Another key aspect is the practice of the Stoic reserve clause, the idea of setting meaningful goals, striving for excellence, yet remaining open to life's unpredictability. This principle teaches adaptability. Women learn to pursue their dreams with purpose, but to release attachment to specific outcomes, finding peace and satisfaction even when things don't unfold exactly as planned. Stoicism also urges us to live in the present. Often, fulfillment is clouded by regrets from the past or anxiety about what's to come, but by grounding ourselves in the current moment, by appreciating what is, we create space for clarity, joy, and a greater sense of purpose. Through the regular practice of Stoic reflection and self-awareness, women can carve out a path that feels right, not just in the eyes of others, but in their own heart. This reflection isn't just a mental exercise. It becomes a spiritual anchor, allowing women to show up fully in their lives, aligned with their values, and resilient in the face of life's inevitable change. This Stoic approach isn't solely about reaching goals or meeting societal expectations. It's about a deeper pursuit, a journey of discovering who you truly are and aligning your life accordingly. By embracing these Stoic practices, women can live with greater authenticity and peace, making intentional choices that truly reflect their values and aspirations. It's not just a path to success, it's a path to fulfillment, guided by self-awareness, mindful reflection, and a clear understanding of what brings genuine happiness. As we reflect on today's lessons, let's remember, this exploration of Stoicism goes beyond grasping an ancient philosophy. It's about reclaiming the strength within us, especially as women navigating a world of shifting demands and constant evolution. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment in the comments below to share which lesson resonated with you the most, or how has Stoicism empowered you in your daily life. Your insights aren't just welcome, they're meaningful. They're the threads that help weave together the fabric of this growing community. Speaking of community, we've got exciting news. You can now become a part of our exclusive Stoic Bond community. Joining unlocks a variety of benefits designed to deepen your journey with us. You'll receive priority responses to your comments, so your voice is heard more clearly. A special member badge will appear next to your name, marking your presence as a recognized part of our channel, and your name will be featured at the end of each video, a tribute to your support and your role in our collective growth. But more than perks, joining this community means connecting deeply with a global circle of like-minded individuals. It's about growing together, learning together, and walking this Stoic path side by side. But don't wait. Click that join button. Become a part of something meaningful. Let's walk this journey of growth, strength, and wisdom together. Because the power of Stoicism isn't just found in the lessons we absorb, it's in the community we cultivate. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're resilient. Together, we are Stoic. Thank you for being here, and until next time, stay strong and stay Stoic.